Hey gang, welcome back to the nightly stream. We are picking up where we left off last night on Norco. Let's see now, what's the big things that happened last night? See, while we were playing Catherine, we found the glowing sphere, gave it to Super Duck, and Super Duck proceeded to eat it. And then jumping into present day, I suppose present day, playing Kay, you've got the Garys all over the place. Oh wait, Garrett's. I keep thinking back to the skater guy that was in front of the city hall while we were playing Catherine. He called them Gary's, but he wasn't sure though. But for some reason, Gary's is stuck in my head. Let's see. Found a secret room in the house. We booted up the computer we found. After we booted up the computer, Million, the female android, tried to kill us. And then LeBlanc here, he actually came to our rescue. Put down Million. And, well, now we're with him, still searching for answers. Got a lead that the Garretts, said it right that time, Garretts might have our brother. And they also might be the ones that stole their, Catherine's remains from the mausoleum. I think the two biggest things for me, though, was when Million turned on us. And also when Laura St. Clair, we met her. And the last thing she said to us was not to trust her. So she had to have been referring to Million. But see, the thing though is, after we left Laura St. Clair's office, Laura St. Clair killed herself. But that was the thing that took me by surprise. Alright, let's see. So we looked at the map last night. We'll do it again though. Oh, we also have our mother's phone too. LeBlanc said he found the air phone because he thought it was Kay's phone in that room. But it was Catherine's phone though. Guess what? Lake Puncture Train. See, using that little, I'll just call it the Garrett app. See, like these little blinking things here. These are basically just advertisements. I think our objective now is to be able to use this boat. Let's see. I don't think we talked to him last night. Let's see. Fisherman. Evening. Yeah. That your boat? Not mine. I believe that boat belongs to the camp. So they got the key inside one of them units? I suppose they do. Let's go pay them units a visit, Kay. See if we can get a key from one of them. Can you help us pull our truck out of the mud? You were racing down the levee, weren't you? She was hitting every washout she saw. Wish I could help. I got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side of the spillway. You know Peachy? You know Peachy Doohan, the old man who owns that camp? Sure, I knew Peachy. What do you mean, knew Peachy? You seen about it on the news? Peachy been dead a long time, maybe 10 years. Come on. Yeah, Peachy been dead and took several others with him. The man finally cracked. Damn. Afraid it might end like that for him. He was a bad dude, bruh. Like I said, a lot of people in this game, they either say bruh or breh. B-R-E. You say anything about me before he died? Brett LeBlanc? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and a pile of ammunition and refused to leave. It wasn't because he was mad at me, though. What kind of question is that? Forget it. So who's got the camp now? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now. Sure, they don't have any clue what took place inside there. You know anything about that note on the bulletin board? The one with the name tag on it? All I know is these boys been coming by taking pictures of that map with their phones. They're always interested in times passing through since they turned Peachy's place into vacation rentals. But these fellows are a different type entirely. He's talking about this one. The Garrett letter. Yeah, it's got to do with those the blinking dots that were on the map that you see when you're using that the app. Let's see, where's it at? Yeah, open up the app, take a look at the map, and you'll see some blinking lights. These mark the locations of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting that stuff Ditchman scrapes off the urinal. It's a fucking nightmare. If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. You just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that, and you'll get swamp vision, brah. So it's either bruh, B-R-U-H, breh, B-R-E-H, or brah, B-R-A-H. The ghost bayous will appear for you. And so apparently, you'll find a light source at each of these, and you're supposed to make the light source blink like the dots blinking. At least that's how I read it anyway. First, we have to get the key to the boat, though. So it looks like, see, that one's not blinking at all. This one's barely blinking. And that one's... it's not patterned to it, looks like. That one's just blinking the fastest. Let's see. Peachy lives. Okay, we talked to Hill. Okay, Camp Unit B, Camp Unit A. Let's see. What kind of knock is that, Kay? You're not going to get nobody's attention knocking like that. You got to get wacky with it. Knock fast. Alright. Let's see, open up. We got to use that bolt right quick. The boat came with a rental. It's ours. Bruh, let me just lay it out for you. This little highway rat right here is looking for a brother. You got me? We think you might be out there in the swamp. I wish I could help you, but we need that boat. Good luck. Nah, knock again, Kay. Just keep knocking until we get a key to that boat motor. I'll get sick of us eventually. Before we do that, let's go check out a let's see, open up. We gotta use that bolt right quick. No, please go away. Just keep knocking, Kay. Oh. Just an emergency, open up. Oh, there's a hidden lake and shit. Don't care. Open up or I'm kicking this door in. You probably can't. Just try it, dipshit. You asked for it, Ironfoot. Don't stub your toe, little man. Back up, Kay. Still got it. The door was open, you fucking idiot. So what, is there just like one bolt for both units then? Because I think I just saw one bolt, right? Let's take a look.
Tinkle, it's a beehive and a mattress.
Listen, you're being a little aggressive. Bringing this kind of energy to the swamp goes against what this place is all about. Bruh, I know it don't seem like it, but I know what you mean. We used to do some serious hanging out in the swamp when I was in this camp when I was a kid. My friend Nutty threw Mr. Peachy's goat off the roof while he was wrestling. No, that's not. No, I mean you're disrupting the harmony of the swamp by kicking our fucking door in, you dipshits. I'm trying to mellow. Can you please just leave? Who in the hell are you? Wait a minute. This must be the same lady who broke in while I was away. The one who dropped her underwear in the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, babe, it must be. So are you? Are you the burglar from the other night? Yeah, I just came back to grab my underwear. Yeah, I think you might be lying. They didn't want to believe you. Someone just broke into my B&B over the word of my longtime partner. Get real. Maybe we should ask the fisherman if any of his stuff is going missing. Oh, oh? I mean, there's no need to alarm him. I guess you're right. Oh, apparently, I wonder. Okay, you know about that couple in Unit A? Well, I don't like to gossip, but the fellow that's been staying there in Unit A, he had a new lady come by nearly every night of the week, up until the latest one showed up, that is. Can't imagine what she'd say if she heard that. Well, well, well. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Hey, let's go take that boat ride. I knew it. I knew it. You said you wanted to open things up. You said that. I said put a ring on it, you slimy sack of shit. Hey, please. I got so much love to give. That's not love, that's... You not talk about that in front of the guests. You mean the two burglars who just broke in? Guess. I can't believe I trusted you. Need some time alone. When you ever alone, you attention-seeking skunk? Bye forever. Babe, babe, where are you going? Okay. Oh, hey kid. Didn't know you were there. Sorry about the door and all that. Hey, you got that key? I don't like the way this thing's looking at me. Okay. Or baby, listen to the radio, I guess. Gotta be the key we need. You pocket the boat key. I guess we don't do anything with the baby. Oh, okay. You take it easy, baby. Why is it? Why all this banging? Honestly, not sure, bruh. We need a key to that bolt down there, but we got one from the other unit. My friend here just likes to bother people. What are you using that bolt for? It doesn't belong to you. Well, kind of a long story, but we got coordinates from some little gizmo sending out a stress call. Stress call? My partner, Duck. The door slams open upon mentioning Duck's name. Yeah, a buddy of mine has this little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answering machine, I guess. Kept spitting out these coordinates in the lake. What else did it say? It's got a stressed out node, bruh. Something getting stressed out in the lake. What are the coordinates? They in the phone. It's the node. Figure you're right. And you two are just going to bolt right up to it? Sure, bolting ain't nothing to me. Been bolting my whole life. You familiar with a network that some call Super Duck? Duck's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay. Good buddy of mine. Dallas, this guy look familiar. Hey. That's the guy that was in our party when we were playing Catherine last time. I never said I knew the source. That boat belongs to both units. We can't simply let you take it without our permission. But if you'd be willing to do us a favor, the boat is yours. Sure, what is it? Take this. We'll pass you a small handheld device. So you got the meter from the researchers at the fishing camp. Achievement meter. Hold it before the node, press a little button. Think we can manage that? And return it to us. That's it. That's it. Settled, I suppose. That's right, it is. So one of them's Dallas, but the other two, no names. Images cycle across the screen, cypress trees, marsh grass, piers, and other details from locations scattered around the lake. Yes, what is it? Did you get any of my reading? What's all this about? I've been following the evolution of the Super Duck Network for nearly a decade. I've never seen it behave like this. How so? I believe that it's dying. Communication across the region has been scrambled and erratic. Birds are dropping from the sky en masse. It's even affecting the local wetland habitats. I have reason to suspect that an old colleague of mine died prematurely due to exposure to one of these nodes. Let's see, who's your colleague? Oh, that'd be relevant to you. Peter, please. He was pushed out of the academy many years ago for transcript fraud, and plagiarism, and harassment. He had a reputation for being irresponsible with her research and letting her personal grievances influence her findings. I once co-authored a paper with her on the fence line community of dimes. Her vendetta against S.H.I.E.L.D. and other commercial interests in the region alarmed me at first. But in the end, I think her motives were laudable, and believe S.H.I.E.L.D. is ultimately to blame for her death. But I also suspect that Super Duck played a role. Her cancer was in remission the night that she was exposed to the Fat City node. It won't be Catherine, would it? Following that single incident of exposure, the speed of her relapse was remarkable. She was dead within weeks. I'm sorry, Dallas, but this is a reality you must come to grips with. Well, I mean, I just say Catherine because, she died from cancer. And, I don't recall meeting any other characters yet. Died from cancer? Who are you conducting this research for? My research is funded through a private donor. There's no need to get into that. I've been studying these wetlands my entire life. Stay safe, or something in the air tonight. What do you mean? Doesn't matter what I mean. Just keep your wits up. I just want brought it up. A man in a trench coat and an elaborate bolo tie stares down at the carpet. What's up? What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Been running jobs for Super for years, that's all. That's why Dr. Moore pulled me into this. All my money's tied up in Quack coin. And now, with the network down, Quack's worth nothing. So I gotta take whatever work comes my way. How it goes. Super Duck is dying. A group of researchers at the fishing camp in La Branch have evidence to suggest that some event has led to the rapid decay of the Super Duck network. Super Duck may have contributed to your mom's death. Your mom was in remission when she visited a Super Duck node in Fat City. Following this exposure, her relapse was rapid and her death came soon after. The high frequency radiation emitted by the Super Duck node may have played a role. This used to be Mr. Peachy's little hookah lounge. When I was a kid, I'd done smoked from so many soda cans inside this place, it's unbelievable. We already got us a boat key. No reason to bother these people. Okay, so we can delete that one. Still looking for that Bruce guy. Let's see. Look at that, it works. Let's take us a little ride. You heading into the lake? Yes, sir. You done much riding up there? All the time. Well, do you know what it's like? All the land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't really see where the water ends and the land begins. Talk about the ghost bayous? That's right. The man turns his attention to you. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you're saying the land is eroded so it looks like open water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged super streets, or you get yourself stuck. And how are we supposed to get through? Some strange boys with these name tags must have been coming. I've been coming out here lately. They seem to get through the ghost bayous just fine. Always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing. You got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. What kinds of stuff is hidden in the lake? Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You'll see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, bruh. They got ghosts in the water. Nonsense. I pay that any mind. I've been swimming these bayous all my life. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about. Okay, so we are here. And, the first place we'll go to will be Go right over here. Ready? Go. Okay, time to put on your detective hats. You got your phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There's two sets of coordinates at Duck's place. One we found scribbled on a letter, same letter that mentions your brother. Said they were searching for a head. Now, I think it's your brother's head. That ain't what I'm saying, but I got a hunch all this is connected. The coordinates for that are on the northwest side of the lake. Might be worth checking out. The other came from that app on your phone. It was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that was coming from Eagle's Pond. Both sets of coordinates are past the Ghost Bayous. If you want to get there, you got to figure out how to get through the Ghost Bayous first. You got that? Now you do the driving. I'm going to loosen my tie and relax. Let's see what you got. Zoom out. And you can also dive in. Let's see. Well, this just controls like when we were playing Catherine and we watched that little puppet show with the what was it, the alligator? So this controls like the boat in that. I don't know what's going on. I'm afraid they've got something down there in the lake. You dive in and find out what it is. Now you, we're trying to relax. Small off hours. Be ready. What the man on the pier says wrong. You got ghosts down there. Thought no mind over in the water and drive up. Colin, when he was building his camp, he saw his granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. His chin was on fire, 4 foot underwater with flames coming out of his chin. You believe that? Like a fire goatee. He tried to swim after and got sucked down a hole and ended up in a pizza restaurant 20 miles away. Okay. Class my off hours, I'd hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got. Crash through the shallow depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, flashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou this way until last you emerge on the other side of the water where you find a near perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are a light in the sky above you. You've never seen so many stars. A man sits beside the kerosene lamp in the dirt of a meadow grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. I watch this swamp from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. The shadows of the grove are other figures, whispering among themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of the Japanese children, aren't you? Who? The man whose property you're on, he says. His arm stretches in the way of the river. He stares at you for a while longer and then above you to the opposite bank. Lucky you're not one of his kin. He has something coming his way. Someone from beyond the palmetto line whispers to the man. He backs away into the shadows. If you don't know the country, you need a light. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night, leaving the kerosene lamp behind. The light is solid, unchanging. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. The light blinks twice quickly and pauses for a moment before blinking again. Now, I think that blinking was one that was over to the left of the map. The one in the middle was just like a solid light. And then the one in the upper right, fast blinking. Yeah, kind of like that. It would be that. Yeah. Then let's see, there should be one here. Okay. There. As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There's the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there's the sound of your descent, and then there's nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across a bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates the vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the lights. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab light awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly. Nope. Nope. Yes. Okay. Alright, so let's go back here and just check that map again. Because I don't think we can check it anywhere here. So got that one. Got that one. Was right above the L and lower suction. And the other one's up here at the logging wheel. Alright. Ugh. Should be right here. And the other one will be here. Alright, dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden pilings or shadows against the dim light of the evening. pilings are driven deep into the silt. Planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have coagulated into something whole. Swim towards the trash. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this impression of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly open. Swim through the window. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the wall shake, the foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There's a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Go to the balcony. Oh, The world outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatening its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those, so stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. So first we see Blake in that truck. Last time we dove in. And we're seeing him again. You dive from the balcony into the floodwaters and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waits from the boat that idles near the bank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. Pull the rope. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. Should be it. Okay, so that's 3 of them. There, and there. The other one will be here. Let's see, we'll go this way, or right. Of course, we'll crash into everything though. Let's go straight over. I wish there was a better way to control this boat. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. As you pull, the tree pulls back until at last its force proves the stronger and begins to drag you through flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden and violent moment, the force pulls the tree into the night air, you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen bouncing upon ropes, axing wedges into the base of cypress tree along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You raise your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. "There, don't slow down now." Look down the pile of coal and you shovel beside the firebox. Both now submerge as the boat sinks further. The shovel flows towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking boat sails upon the silt bottom. You find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. There we go. Because the note says something about when you do that, you get something like, what did it say, like Ghost Bayou Vision or something like that? Here's what it said. Let's see, we've got 2 sets of coordinates. Up here. I tried to scroll that, it didn't work. John's Pond. I wonder if the Garrett's looking for the head of John. Well, I wonder if that's it. Boy, that's a whole lot to move through. Can't go this way, you know. Or go this way. I just wish you'd kind of zoom out while you're actually moving. We'll go what? We'll go over this way. I'm not sure which one is which. Does their boat even take damage, though? I know when we were doing the puppet show, when you crashed into things, your boat did take damage, but I'm not seeing anything about damage, though. Oh. Okay, boat's not doing anything. Heck? That's what, well, I don't know what just happened. Mouse is not controlling the boat anymore. But the arrow keys are, though. Okay. Let's okay, now it's working now. A few bugs in the game. first we had the issue with the whole auto scrolling that we finally fixed by setting it to automatic or immediate. You plunge into the water. Pass your hands to the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. Two beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it, soft, almost gelatinous flesh. Distinct ridge of a nose, a firm, unmistakable texture of teeth, glowing eyes hardened like glass. Okay. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. What you got there, Kay? A little treasure from the lake? Kimachi. You hang the head from its tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanc. Dear sweet mother of Jesus. It continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of the eyes. Them eyes ain't human. He presses his thumbs into the head and the two glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. It is entirely without eyes. Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. Okay. So now we have to go over here. Let's see, I see this over here because the Garrets were looking for the head of John, which we just found. I thought that maybe it was over here, John's pond, John's head, and you got whatever the heck that is. Now we have to go over here to Eagle's Pond. Come on, boat. Alright, so pretty straight. Just there's a dock over there. God's name am I looking at here? Bruh. I've seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. It's got somebody tore its eyes out. Their glass eyes discovered in the sunken head. You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. Is that super duck then, or that's that sphere? It looks like it anyway. Or what? Or just puked out a floating ball. Mr. Peachy used to tell us all the time that they got aliens in this lake. The hell's it doing to you? Almost looks like it's giving you a sniff. The spear shrinks down and buries itself inside of your coat. Whoa now. Looks like you made a friend. Be careful carrying that ball around your pocket, Kay. Don't blast lasers out of your eyes. Shit. Feel kind of sorry for the big bird, bruh. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. All the heat coming off this thing starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. Super Duck is dying. Okay. Okay. So we saw that last time, so this part's new. You infer that the network's decay is a result of a luminous sphere vomited up by a super duck node in the lake. Okay, so that's not super duck then? It's one of the super duck nodes, apparently? So your mom saw something in the lake. Super Duck ate it. Maybe Super Duck consumed the vessel of light to gain power or wisdom, but it only destroyed the network in the end. You hold the plastic electronic device before the massive eagle and press the button at the center of its face. The arm on the display meter oscillates for a moment before flashing red and settling near a 160-degree angle. Hey. Hmm. Three Garretts guard the pass. The tossers' robes and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. Oh, no more getting through this way. Ditch man's orders. Unless you're the ones with the messenger. Are you the ones with the messenger? Messenger? That's right. Big round thing with the juice in it. Oh, you talking about the juice ball? Bro, we got the juice ball right here. Okay, show him. Show this little dude the juice ball. Ditch man? Yeah, ditch man. Our new daddy. I'm looking for my brother. Cool. An old guy named Blake. A loser guy. Clothes don't fit right. Dead lady's kid? Oh, yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's over at the Ark all tied up like a pig. Is he alive? Yeah, ditch man's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this, Kay? You gotta get through. They're holding your brother captive. We found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found it. We were searching for a while, but we gave up. What the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted. Wouldn't let us wear cool Templar stuff. So ditch man pulled an alpha move and popped its head off. And that's okay with you? And John sucked. Everybody thought so. Hmm. That's it. Is that it? The sight is nourishing the divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. The wisdom that was planted in the furrows of the Maker's garden arrests every fiber of my flesh in a tense ecstasy from which I desire no release. Saying, I'm going to bust. Flood me with another kiss. I'm begging you. On the edge, just one more time, please, God. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, geez. The drooling from it. There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery, and Kay had no face on the one. Hmm. There was a thing that was and a thing that wasn't, and that what wasn't was the bird. The bird knew all things too many burned. There's a great counterpart of this world. Can you see it? A counterpart so it still does that whole auto scroll every now and then. Light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall, the one in the swamp, but who would be the on the swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars of benediction where prayers collide? Gibberish. Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light, and if I were the man who presides over this night, this ditch man night, I am the one. Let me in K, I am. Well, let me in K, I who shine. I am the lake, I am the sun, I am the good news in the hour of eternity, and the evening without end, I am the one. So, y'all mind if we squeeze right quick? Huh? Oh, you got the messenger. Nice. Yeah, you can pass. This man's awaiting. You ready? Yeah? Radio to base. Let them know the messenger's on the way. Come in, Grand Control. This is Duck Blinds. Grand Control, come in. There. There's no one answering over there. They're just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat to the pass. As soon as we get someone from base on the radio, we'll let them know you're coming. Alright, so what? You ain't gonna make another mess in your pants? Excuse me? Actually, you peeked the bar earlier. You look like a dog in heat. I don't know what you're talking about. You're free to pass. So that must be where we're going then. Well, I mean, it has to be so. Sink into the shallow depths and begin the routine of dredging its bottom with your fingers. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in hand and return to the boat. Calling over gummies are the object that you discover in the waning evening light. Hey, Monkey returns your gaze, his eyes now empty of any knowing or evidence of life. You found another toy, Kay. You rotting head need a friend to play with. It's nice. There's no infinite stereo left in the stuffed toy. You place them in your bag. Achievement, Wet Monkey. I thought we see Monkey again. Because last time we saw Monkey, he was flying out of the back of the truck.
Keep scoring.
Okay, so that's the Keith from the bar. Let's see. Lucky's still on the loose. A war is brewing among the Garretts on a mall. Some believe the freight mover fire at Shield was the work of oil pirates. Thomas St. Clair was in attendance at tonight's Shield Ball. Who is Ditchman? Laura St. Clair's murder under investigation. But we know she killed herself, though. The infamous local researcher's body has been exhumed from Red Church Cemetery earlier today. Kenner John's gone missing. The Keith's in the ring. What an evening it's been in Norco, folks. I just left Shield's exclusive carnival ball, where Laura St. Clair was found dead in her office. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madera, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. Coincidence? He sure doesn't think so. Top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenner John has announced that tonight he will be launching a home-brewed spacecraft from right here in the LeBranche wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect the engineering behemoth in complete secrecy despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples, the infamous Garretts. An unfamiliar figure named Ditchman has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the war of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madera? Or is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keith's got him cornered, and Keith's cornered. Okay, looks like we have 2 updates. Okay, so your mom was investigating a report of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surround Lake. What's your train? Man in the ditch. It's Garrett's new daddy. Man in the ditch beheaded Kenner John to secure his place as leader of the Garretts and take control of the Ark. Nobody saw that. Bill Garrett. I always wanted to be a Garrett. I installed the app but never could find the readings. I follow this guy online. Those guys online, they never follow me back. That's fine. I don't think all the Garretts might die tonight. Oh, might die? Why? This whole thing's a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts defected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark, the engineers, are putting it together. This isn't what space travel's supposed to look like, is it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. I'm looking for my brother. Who's your brother? A guy named Blake. A little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these rocket freaks kidnapped him. Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just gets worse and worse. I gotta be coming out to Lake anymore. Got big monster birds, aliens, spaceships, bruh. They got it all. Roland, greetings. The costume figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. You a Garrett? No. These Garretts, I've never heard of them before tonight. Came here with a group of others from Shield's Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left. A service of some kind. Perfect evening and lots of rocket. The cops already tied up at the refinery. What happened at the refinery? Another tenant of the boss said there was an explosion. Oh, I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we'll find out more on the evening news. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of them? Let's see. I truly have no idea. Just as well, why entertain opinions and conjecture? It's enough can observe the spectacle. I hope this works out for them. I want to see these Garretts succeed. What those? What a circus. Beanie. How do you hear about it? Text from a friend. Did you bring a kayak or anything? No one let me float over on their raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. Worth it. I'd do anything to watch these little shits explode. See, I will say I didn't think they'd actually do it. On some level, I've always admired the Garretts. It'll be sad to watch them go up in flames. Alright, let's see. Roads. Hey, welcome to the party. Why are there so many people here? I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mob Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see for ourselves. I guess word got out? How'd you get out here? Oh yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket nerds tried to build a roll from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the parish line. But all these other people drove in from the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far down their janky road as we could until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of, like, action figures and stuff. No clue how we're getting back. Like I said, I like just like a lot of these people, you just don't know their names, but it's like just little descriptions like beer can. Why? It's got a beer can. Wow, I'm in a swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place, it's so inspiring. This one's pretty cool. We were just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. You're a diver? Or are you like a real swamp person? Yeah, bruh. I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make a shit off the boat. Oh. Till we was chumming the waters. That weird hat. How those goofy mall freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. I heard the shield gave Killer John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. Just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. Like earrings. Real ones. Then how'd they keep it secret for so long? No clue. A friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction but designed the whole thing themselves. They didn't even fly it. No way in hell. That's why I'm here. Watch these dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis, they're just impressionable dorks. They squatted them all and built a rocket. What have we done besides drink St. Silvers every night? Garretts are cool. Look at the dorks. We were seeing these two at the Shield HQ party. ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. Of all the places to build a rocket, why do it on a rolling island in the swamp? These people are idiots. Why the costume? We were at Shill's masquerade ball this evening. We left just in time. I heard from others that police ran at the refinery a few minutes later. What happened? There are reports of gunshots. Sounds like the work of oil pirates. No doubt this will escalate the manhunt that's underway for Lucky. Lucky? Even though we know, a pirate who's gotten a bit too bold lately. He's been testing Shill's patience. He'll get himself killed. How do you know? I have a security contract with Claire Bionics. I did my homework. I don't think Lucky knows what kind of enemies he's making, but he'll soon find out. We're trying to get inside the rocket. There are lots of people trying to get in. Some of them are just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are the men posted at the camp on the east side of the rockets. They seem to have more sinister intentions. And of course there are all the lower garrets who've been locked out. Intentionally, I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. Okay, John's Pond. Shipping container. Okay, staging area. Fishing camp. Elm. Take a look over here first. It's Gooch. The browser sits open on laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. Keep filming this freak. I just know he's going to snap. Oh, totally. The other Garrett's ditched him and he doesn't even realize it. When even the Garretts can't stand you, that's when you know you're the fucking worst. An armed man watches over the area from a lawn chair perched on the roof of the shipping container. Hey, brah, we're about to come to our launch party. It's supposed to be Garrett's only. See, are you an elite Garrett? Well, yes, I'm an elite Garrett. I'm the original Garrett. John never let me be a Garrett because I couldn't find a stupid reading. So you're a Garrett or you aren't a Garrett? I'm Garrett. I'm the Garrett. And why it says Gooch on your name tag, bruh? When we get to Mars, all the others will be Gooch. And I'll be the only Garrett. Puppy promised. Ain't even going to ask. We want to get to the rocket. Well, you can't. Only Garretts are allowed inside the Ark. If you want to fly to Mars with the cool guys, then you should have earned your badge a long time ago. I'm the only one around here with a key card to get in, and there's no way I'm lending it to a scum like you. I'm basically a Garrett. Can't lie, bruh. She a weird little nerd just like y'all. She's always been that way too. Used to make me laugh, but now I think it's sad. She's scum, bruh. I can tell by how she dresses. What you mean, bruh? Like, she been living in a trash can? Yeah, bruh. Is that how you dress, bruh? Nah, bruh. I'm dressed like a monk. Nah, bruh. You dress like a computer dude who don't shower. Nah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Ah, are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? What kind of Garrett are you? I'm one of the original ne'er-do-wells who have constructed a spaceship in the swamp. I am virtuous and moral. Immortal, much like our anointed leader, Ditchman. Ditchman? What about John? John? I call upon hearing his name. John's a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garretts walk the earth. Yeah. Like I said, every now and then he'll do that whole auto scroll. If I had his head, I would have waved in honor of the anointed one. Well, shit. I think I got his head in Kay's bag. If you're serious, give it to me and I'll show you just how serious I am. If I had John's head, I'll probably wave it in the air, announcing God's triumph over the vile snake. We're the Garrett's a ditch man and we hate John. Well, is this John? His head, I have his head, just like Ditch Man. Just like him. Like Ditch Man. John's head, John's head. Everyone, please listen. I have conducted the service of the Lord. I'm the one they call Ditch Man. I've taken the head of Kenner John. Made him suffer. He did not walk. Desert father should. He wore sneakers. Okay. Garrett needs to put that head down and stop saying he's Ditch Man, brah. If those guys across the yard hear him say that, they'll kill him. Where are the guys across the yard? They're some old friends of John's. They showed up when they found out that Pawpaw was trying to take over the yard. Hold up, Pawpaw? What about Ditch Man? Pawpaw is Ditch Man. Pawpaw is Ditch Man. Holy hell, it's all making sense now. Those guys across the yard are looking to kill Pup. If they hear Garrett shouting that he's Ditch Man, they'll kill him. I wonder. Or that. Seems like it might be something. Hey, it's Bruce. What? Doing something in here. What are you doing? What's it look like I'm doing? I'm running ground control. We got an arc to launch. Please, just let me focus, please. It was an open bar shield. I'm down here. Stop knocking! How loud that is. Got a bad enough hangover as it is. Yes, please leave. Let's see. What the? Is it, for God's sake? He said that? My dad really said that? Why can't you just tell me that himself? Tell someone how you really feel. It's hard sometimes. He did nothing but criticize me my entire life. Never a kind word. Achievement. Bye-bye, Brucey. I'm sure he loves you, kid. Us old-timers just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes. Well, I mean, finally, we found Bruce, though. Let's see. This is my kind of place. You sign up to be a Garrett. Ditch Man's Pawpaw? You heard it too, huh? It all makes sense. That old dude had a weird obsession with your mama. Now he's out here with all these freaks. Don't get me wrong, they pretty cool. It gotta be cool to build a spaceship. But the old man thought your mama was kin to Jesus. Now that she's dead, doesn't surprise me he turns attention to Blake. Nutty stuff, bruh. How are we supposed to get into the rocket? I got no clue. Go talk to some people. Let's see what we can piece together. The man in the ditch, Pawpaw. The man in the ditch is Pawpaw, former Norco resident who believed that your mom was a descendant of Jesus Christ. Okay. tangled mess of electronics and display monitors clutter the interior of the container. We got Bucket, Cooler Guy, Chuck. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people. Where's Ditch Man? Where is he? The minute he shows his face, we're gonna smoke his ass. Show face, smoke ass. That little dude on the shipping container screaming his head off about being Ditch Man. Better hope these dudes don't hear him. Seems like they mean business. How's it going tonight, folks? What's happening in this corner? Well, we're waiting on Ditch Man to show his cowardly ass. And what happens then? Well, man gestures to the sniper position on the roof of the camp. What's it look like? Y'all ain't exactly hidden, bruh. This man thinks he's immortal. Here to get rid of him. Like I say, I'm worried about that wild little dude on the shipping container. Well, if they hear him saying he's Ditch Man. Seems like they mean business. Yo, so I'm watching this old stream of John's from when they first broke into Promenade Mall. Tim went like 5 or 6 Garretts. One of the Garretts brings a pair of nunchucks with him, okay? And they get into the mall. It's dark. Nunchuck Garrett loses his fucking mind, starts screaming, spin the nunchucks all over the place. He's just like, bats, bats! Oh my god, there's bats everywhere. The rest of the Garretts start running and screaming. John's pitching the camera on his phone around, looking for the bats. All he finds is a leaking pipe. It turns out some water dripped on the little dude's head and he thought bats were attacking him. So I wondered if we get them to shoot before a guy, if that's like a distraction so we can get onto the ship. Let's see. Tim! Where's he at? Up there in the shipping container. Knuckle. What's up, Chuck? Got a position? Where's he at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot, why don't you? Say no more, Chuck. Hit the target a little scared, Chuck. Great work. Bastard got what I had come from when he did John. Nice one, Knuckle. Got it, Chuck. I'll rest easy knowing Ditch Man's out of commission, sick bastard. Where'd they go? One little gunshot and the place clears up. Whoop. God, this sucks. This party's starting to make me freak out a little bit. Birdhead. You again. You follow the mayhem, don't you? Who are you? I'm a man dressed as a bird standing at the foot of a monument of stupidity and death. You are a young woman without a face flowing indifferently through a world stuck in time. What about me? Do me. You, detective, are a lad who sleeps beside a toilet. Perhaps you work beside of it as well, though there's been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you'll talk endlessly just to drown them out. Damn, bruh. Thought you was going to give me a fun one. What fun is it being you? What brings you here? I've been following along. Birds always watch. Haven't you noticed? Following what along? The affairs of this world are far larger than you could map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate and they will shine for a while. But then they will burn up all inside your skull. Why were you at S.H.I.E.L.D.? Because my daughter works there. That's the one night when I may visit her without being seen. Goose rich in pain from a gunshot wound. He's still alive, though. He approached the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me. Hey, you shot, man. You trying to pickpocket the guy who just got shot? Yeah, bruh, I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone. LeBlanc turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder while he dig through his pockets with the other. Just rest, kid. Help's on the way. Call an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBlanc finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips into his own. Good luck. Okay, so Gooch wasn't the one who was holding up the head, though. Yeah, that's him. They shot Gooch. They shot Gooch. They're trying to shoot me. Where are they? Go away. Go away. They'll see me here. Just go away. Keycard scanner. The panel flashes green. Looks like it worked. It's always been a little dream of mine getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everybody hard at work. Wonder if they even know about the madness happening outside. Hey, alright, your little buddy came out to play. Didn't know any better, I'd say that thing was making eyes at you. Right. God damn, wish somebody would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket? Okay? Hey, you alright? You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss swept you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Can we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. You got sidewalks on the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Ew. So, maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? Alright? That orb's pretty tough. Okay. Huh. Weird. I'm not even sure what to make of this. That's... Hell, I know what's going on. Oh, hell. Super Duck. Shepherd's Watch. A statue towers above you, arms extended. Appendages projecting out like the naked shafts of feathers. The detective is slashed against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Who puts a balcony on a spaceship? What happened to you? I tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, go. Just go. You was running around down there just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you. Came up here to find you, but the old man, shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Let's get you up. No, don't touch me. Just go. Listen, okay? You see Gus. Don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. You might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal like a big raccoon. Well, not a raccoon, just he drifts in and out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamps better than me, and hell, I really think I'm dying, Kay. Takes hold of your arm. I can see the light and everything. The detective's breathing slows. He blinks. His face twitches. A few moments later, he releases you from his grip. The detective is slashed dead against a railing. Shield lights the distance beyond the lake. I still don't know what the hell happened. Okay, so that's Shepherd's Watch. That's the Shield HQ. Slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk to find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. Hey, did you come to watch the flames with your pawpaw? I hope you don't mind me being here inside this blessed memory. Refinery at night is just so splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hope we might have a word together before our journey begins. I've lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation, land before machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. They didn't notice me, just like they didn't notice you. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery is a time bomb, with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo motor behind in a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore. Alright guys, we're going to take a really quick break, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's see, what are you? And what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of the Nazarene waste and across steeps and oceans to this place. Cast from each illusion of hope, I promise I kept with the young man, the Roman shape to the delicate face. A kingdom for the earth. It can never be. We set all of us in the shed among the figs, where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried this sea pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." And so I will, you see. You're lying. I would not lie to you, Kay. About this, I would not lie. Why my family? Because you're the last of his line. After you, there'll be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed. As many do when confronted with the truth. What did she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I've made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there, and your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind. See, the man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendants to the stars. He's beheaded Kenner John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete the task. He planted a bomb and shields the catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Your mom saw something in the lake. Pawpaw wants it. Pawpaw believes the orb will guide your family to an extraterrestrial Christian civilization. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Continue down the hallway. You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter. Your feet press soundlessly upon the ground. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingers across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There is no gravity here where you are, in this vacuum. There are no walls. There is no ground. Beneath you, if you stare with patience, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. The refineries alight in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight and the bayous hide. Your house is silent tonight. You'll leave it behind tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwaters rise. The humidity presses in, the refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet upon the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again, the ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods and death or anywhere else. Look out window. The wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each other. About each move you make, they watch closely after you look away. Ruse books. Will you make it out alive? You will live, and your brother might live as well if you choose to save him. You'll drive the boat to the lake shore in Kenner. You'll walk to the I-10 on-ramp on Williams Boulevard. He will follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You'll say nothing to him as his cries become frantic, his face a mess of tears that leak out of the red beads of his eyes. You won't return to this house with him. You'll never set foot in here again. You'll walk for miles back towards Texas until a man trailing horses gives you a ride. You'll take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso while those little wars rage on in the desert. You'll join a caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and the shouting and chaos and fires and all the many stars are your refinery eyes. Again and again you'll survive, alone, no cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore, no mom, no million, no stuffed monkeys, not even friends from the war. You'll know he's there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable, though he has grown younger with time. He'll watch you leave the diner in no hurry to get up and follow behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highways and the mortal man in your wake. Look at Monkey. Monkey smiles at you, his eyes widen and widen. All that remains of Monkey are his eyes. Let's see. Living room. Your mom sits on the couch in the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. Sit beside her. You sit down on the couch and force her attention, and when she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face. I wish you had come just a little sooner, she says, and takes your hand. I thought maybe we'd have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to. That's what I'd hope, she smiles, just that you wanted to. She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeve. She looks down at her feet. It's flooding. You nod. Alright, well, I should. She gets up without another word and walks out of the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. Cockroaches scatter from your footfalls. They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled across the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. Open the microwave. You open the microwave door and there's the head of the lake. Eyes closed. Like the face of the man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. Laundry room. Another room scares you. It's always scared you. Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. He clutches a towel tightly, nervously. Speak to Blue. I want to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. He waits for you to respond. I did too. You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all. Like I was never there. I'm not blaming you for it, just the way it happened to be. He puts his hand on the wall and the wall begins to dissolve. You just don't think that. He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles. That it'll get bad. But then when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The void light in the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against it. I don't know, I just wished I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the wall rematerializes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of greater New Orleans. Let's see, bathroom. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside the shower with water raining down on you. You cut the water and exit, towing off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You wipe the steam from its surface to See yourself for the first time. You have green eyes, your skin stained by the sun, and coarse hair curled wildly at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the pictures when she smiled beside Blue. There's a small scar above your left eye. You step away from the mirror, but the reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel into the flood water, dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. The reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouth holds itself to survive. Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. He says he's irritated. You respond. His frown becomes more shallow. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs, you shrug. You give something like a wave, and as you depart from the door, Blake falls into a lake of stars. Catherine's room. The water's to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a old picture of your parents. Look at picture. She's young, perhaps your age. Long brunette hair, olive skin. He's looking at her with no and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulder, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip from your fingers. It falls, and the room falls, and they both fall forever. Office. The ladder rattles to a closet, in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwaters. Megan's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge towards her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a gasp of electricity. "Hey, you're awake," she says. A sphere of flickering light strolls behind what remains of her face. "I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. Try to kill me." Her head shivers. She attempts to stand the flow of waters, but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pool. Do you see? Broken. Her gesture becomes small and erratic, spasmodically animated by a deep current of anguish. You've seen what's inside of my mind. A grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments, the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like in an artificial mind. She lifts her hand from the flow of waters and pokes at her processing core, suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate. "Here's where the hunter lives," she says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. "This is where he listened to your mother. These stars." She swats at the flaking bits of strengthened glass that decorate the rim of her face, or his eyes. She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises to find her neck. "What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize?" Water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak in indecipherable static. Soon there is no more robot left to flood. You swim through the black water towards the light of the attic as the room sucks down to the suburban depths. Megan's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float to the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. Blake reaches desperately in a chair. You make your way towards Blake. Paw immediately intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to his place at the altar. Damn, Pawpaw. I will never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know that what's best. Please, come and have a seat with your family. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember. We waited only a short while for you, child, and yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. You brought your mother's ring, the jewel of the Magdalene, your inheritance. The beauty and goodness and virtue of this moment floods my ancient heart. Take your seat, Kay. Be with your family. The sphere hovers above your mom's head without any apparent motion. Sit. And like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on, so sit. Yes. You approach the chair and glance over to Blake. He watches with dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You'll be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Paul raises the transceiver to his hand. Garrett, my boy. Garrett, come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce, Bruce. Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I'll return shortly. Then it'll be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there's no leaving it now. Not for you, not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes? Settle in. Paul walks quickly out of the room and through the steel doors at the end of the hall. You immediately spring from your chair. You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from the throne. She's even louder than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and myrrh. Yikes. I mean, that's just your mom's corpse. That's the corpse that was stolen from the mausoleum. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As you peel the tape from his face, he lets out a helpless and exaggerated cry of terror. You see it all in your brother's eyes. You see him exiting the ride share outside the bar. You see the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab him. He screams. He panics. They throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small extendable batons until they're certain he's unconscious. There's darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair. Not here, down below, beyond the door a ride is unfolding. A gunshot. The sounds of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with a small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles. Blake, he says, you're awake. The others turn away as he begins to laugh. Your mom, decayed in her arms, and your arm smells of myrrh masking an intensely sour odor. Yep. Well, I mean, to be fair now, the sphere just disappeared though, so not really accurate, is it? Dive into the lake? Sure, you approach the railing. Family reunion. You recruited Blake and your dead mom. Let's see. Achievement, congrats! You finished the game. You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down in the bayou, dragging her along with you. Blake swims desperately towards land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You return to face the rattling starship. He stands at the opening from which you jumped, wearing a broken frown. Expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift from the ground, sluggishly with great effort. You hear cries from somewhere in the swamp, screams, angry. All at once, a towering piece of machinery tilts away from you and collapses violently. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. Your mom's body has already found its way into the depths. Her eyes are open, glowing, sparkling green. Her hand moves towards you, seeming of its own impulse. It caresses your face as more explosions rock the swamp above the water's surface. The words that leave her mouth echo clearly. Hey, my child, I understand that you wish to remain here in this wretched world. Oh, I don't understand why, but your pawpaw is a patient man, and your pawpaw will never die. You fight your mom's arm away from him and kick towards the water's surface. When you emerge, you see your brother on a nearby island, running like a hunted animal into the night. You swim towards him, claw your way onto the mud, and chase him towards the refinery that burns on the horizon. Okay, we'll wait after the credits, see if there's anything after that. Okay, so that's it. We finished it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was enjoying the game up until we got inside the ship. From there, it felt rushed to me. Yeah, I mean, it felt really rushed. Hmm. All I can say is if you do want to play the game, it is on the Xbox Game Pass. So if you have that, it's on there. You know, like I said, I was having a good time with the game up until the ending. It just lost a whole lot of steam. Alright, guys, we'll be starting a new game tomorrow night. Uh, as always, I'll say I don't know what. I'll say that each time. Oh, we'll see. We'll call it there for the night. Well, thanks for stopping by. I will appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. And as always, I hope you have a good rest of your night.